Hello, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be asking the question, which is asked quite a lot by people, and most people know the answer. The question is, why is the product of two negative numbers positive? So today we shall hopefully be answering that question, and we're going to use the two negative numbers. We're going to choose two. We're going to choose -3, and then we're going to multiply this with -4, and we're going to, well, we all know that it's 12, so we're going to discuss why this is true. So before we do that, we're going to go first into defining what 3 times 4 is. So we all know what that is, but we're going to define it so that we can come to terms with what we don't know, in terms of why we don't know, and deduce it from what we do know. So what we're going to have is we're going to say that 3 times 4 is going to be defined as 4 lots of 3. Well, that is, i.e., 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which of course, as we know, is 12. Good. So now then, we're going to also realize that this is no different from saying 3 lots of 4. Why? Because if you add, it doesn't matter if you're adding the same amount. So we're going to see that we can see that this is the same as 3 lots of 4. 3 lots of 4. i.e., we'll just write it out. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and we all know that all of these are equal to 12. But this is exactly, this implies that we have that 4 times 3 is equal to 3 times 4. Good. So now we've dealt with those, we're going to come on to the negative values. So let's see, we've got -3 now, and we're going to multiply this with 4. Okay, but from our definition here, this is 4 lots of -3. So we're going to say that this is -3 plus -3 plus -3 plus -3, which of course, if we do the addition, is obviously -12. So now we know what -3 times 4 is. We can also enforce that it's going to be equal to 4 times -3. So in other words, if it doesn't make much sense saying -3 lots of 4, but due from our definition here, 4 lots of 3 is equal to 3 lots of 4. So we're going to say that 4 times -3, so we enforce that 4 times -3 is going to be equal to -3 times 4. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have another definition. It's a really obvious definition, and it's going to be about our number 0. So we're going to say that this number 0 exists, and so we're going to have that 0 is a number. Let 0 be the number such that 3 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. So it acts as an additive identity. That's what we would say. Now, and this, of course, is equal to -12. So that's important. Right, so now we're going to have this number 0 is going to be 3 plus -3. We can see that this must be equal to 0. Right, we're nearly finished, but we've got one more thing to just define, and we're going to enforce this operation over a bracket. So we're going to say that 3 times the quantity 2 plus 1, and in general it doesn't really matter what numbers, but so I mean we could have any choice here for 2 and 1, but I'm just using this example to illustrate what we want these brackets to behave like. So we want this to be 3 times 2 add 3 times 1, so that we distribute over the bracket. Now we're really much ready to finish this proof. Get rid of all that. Right, so what we've got is 3 times the quantity 2 plus 1 is 3 times 2 plus 3 times 1. Now, we also know that this number 0 is going to be that any number times 0, well, is going to be 0 lots of 3. So that's 0, and because it's commutative, we're going to have 0 times 3. So, putting this all together, we're going to have minus 4 times 0 is equal to 0, as we know. We're going to have this equal to 0. And then we're going to have minus 4 times the quantity 3 plus minus 3, which is 0. 3 plus minus 3, which is 0. But we're going to use our distributive action that's defined here to be such that minus 4 times 3, and then we're going to distribute here, because this is the thing we actually want. So we're going to add negative 4 times negative 3. Since this is all equal to 0, we can see that this is going to be so that minus 4 times 3 plus minus 4 times minus 3 is equal to 0. Now we know what this is. This is minus 4 times 3, which we said was minus 12. So here we have it. We get minus 12 here, and we get minus 4 times minus 3. And then we add 12 to both sides, and we can see our answer, which is really quite nice. So here we get 12. Thus, proving from these definitions we've made that the product of two negative numbers, in particular minus 3 times minus 4, is 12. Now this of course generalizes to any integers. Okay, so this generalizes to any integers. So the product of two negative integers is always going to be positive. Thanks for watching, and I shall hopefully post some more videos in the future if you so wish to watch them. And if you don't wish to watch them, I will still post them. Bye for now.